Yeah, and you also had some other questions that people should consider, when they're looking into this as a ministry. Tell us a little bit about some of those things.
Well, I think over the years, what I've experienced a lot of times, like this is the stories that I've heard, is that my kids are gone to school and my husband's working, and I just don't know what to do with myself, and I just want to take in kids.
Okay.
But that may sound good, but foster care is not to meet an unmet need for you, whatever that need might be. And even like to do your good works before God. God does not need your good works. He needs those that are willing and submissive to him to answer the call. So I think you have to be in it for the right reason, to serve kids without getting anything back. Not expecting these children to do anything but be who they are and allow them to be who they are. And then the other thing I think that's really important, it's a husband and wife ministry, because children need dads. And so the dad, and even if he goes to work, it's like if you have children of your own, the dad's role is very important. And for our kids coming into foster care, they're important. That's an important role. So it's important for husbands and wives to be on the same page, that they both heard the Lord to serve him in this way. I think that's really important. And then to realize that this is ministry for them, and there might be other things, other distractions that they might have to let go of, because it's bringing that ministry right into your home. You don't go away from it. It's there 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year, that you're serving these children in that capacity. Now, we have supports in place to help them do that, but I think the expectation is that God wants me to focus all of my attention and energy on this. And if I do other things, these children are my priority, because this is what I've been called to. An example for me is I used to run a women's Bible study before I was called to serve here. And then I was called to serve here. And something had to give. I couldn't be both. So I had to say, okay, where is this ministry? And so I had to discern, where is God calling me? So I had to put all of my heart, all of my time, all of my talent in serving him in this ministry. Of course, my first ministry is to my family, to my husband and my children. But in this ministry that I was called to serve in, I had to say, okay, Lord, you have to help me prioritize here.
Yeah, so you're saying that it's important to have the husband and wife be together as a team partnership together. And also that you might have to prioritize things. Some things may have to give. And then what about also if you have children? How can the children be involved in this ministry?
And that's a great question.
Is that a factor?
Yep, that's a very good question. And over the years, when we study families to become parents, we ask children, how do your children feel about this? Are they willing to share you? Do they feel, in your connection with your children, where are they at with that? And I've seen people go, I have to serve these kids, I have to serve these kids. And as their children get to be 17 and 18, they leave because they're fed up with their parents' ministry because their needs weren't getting met. So I think that's part of the learning process, that as families go work with us through training and through our home study process, I think that's how do we talk with our children about this ministry and the impact that this ministry is going to have on them? So I think it's a matter, like you said, of saying, even though you receive children in, you have to reprioritize your ministry to your children, so they feel that they're not being left out because these children came in, and these children may disrupt the the stability in the home. Yeah. But that's something that sometimes parents don't. Oh, well, my kids, that'll be fine. They won't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then we have children telling us when we interview the children that they don't want to share their parents. I don't want to share my parents with anybody, the 8 or 9 year old, because they get it. I'm going to have to share a bedroom with someone. I'm not so happy about that, you know? So, and then we have to go back to the family and say, did you talk to your children about this? And,
I've seen families that have sat down with their children. They've talked about it a lot. And they explain to them what you're saying, that this is a ministry. And like, hey, this is going to be great. We're going to be able to really reach out and minister as a family. We're giving our family as a gift. And another thing, here's another issue that I think sometimes comes up, is that some people go get into foster care. I know their heart is right and they want to give back, but really maybe they need, like, I just need a baby in my life, or I just need, do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes that can be trips people up a little bit because they miss over the ministry part and they see how's that going to help me? Does that make sense?
Well, it's just exactly what you said. I need a baby.
Yeah.
Well, why?
Yeah.
Is God really calling you, that void? Why do you have that void? Understanding that. And there are foster parents that are called to serve infants. But with calling to serve infants, that's very painful when you connect with those infants and allowing them to go back to their families of origin. Yeah. And so that's hard. And that's part of discerning, what are you in here for?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
What can I give this baby?
Yeah.
What can I give this baby? And can I let this baby go when it's time for this baby to go?
Right.
But if I'm thinking, I'm trying to build my family, that's not the reason you do foster care or you do adoption. Well, I'm not able to have children on my own, so we'll just adopt. No, you may end up adopting, but you need to get to the root of the why you're motivated to do what you're doing.